Okay guys, I'm back with another quick and easy recipe. This will kind of be like a piggyback recipe. I started out with a can of cream corn, and then I had a box of cornbread. Now this size is about two boxes of the Jiffy, if I'm not mistaken. Next, I'm gonna come in with 1 egg, and then to that, I'm just gonna add a little bit of half and half. I'm not gonna use what the recipe of the cornbread calls for, because with this recipe, since it's with the cream corn, you're not supposed to use as much of the milk. Well, actually today I used half and half because I didn't have any milk, so I just figured that the half and half would be fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get this all mixed together. While you're doing all of this, you can be having your oven preheating. If I'm not mistaken, is to cook at 375. So I'm just gonna get all of this mixed up. Like I said, today is a piggyback recipe, so it'll kind of be 2 parts. So I'm just gonna get the cornbread cooked up, and then we'll be coming back to show you what else I'm gonna do. So just get this all mixed together. And I'm gonna be cooking this at 375, probably for about 20 minutes. Like, that was nice and simple. Like the last time I made a cornbread casserole, I mixed it all in the pan, and it actually came out fine. And I'm like, I'm gonna quit dirtying up all these dishes because it actually mixes well. So it's okay if you just want to go ahead and do it in the pan just like this. I just had kind of sprayed this with some cooking oil before I started. So yeah, I'm all for the no mess up, no extra dishes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this popped in the oven, like I said, at 375 for probably about 20 minutes. I'll let you know the exact time that I cook this on, and I will see you in a minute. Okay guys, I just took the cornbread out the oven, and I don't want to touch it because it's still hot. This baked at 375 for about 20 minutes. And you don't just kind of want it to overcook, you just want it to get kind of done. So that's why I was saying this is a piggyback recipe. So if you guys are watching, I had made chili the other day. Now I'm showing you what you can do with your leftover chili. You know, after you guys eat it that first day or the first couple of days, you be trying to figure out, like, we sick of chili, you know, so you be trying to figure out if it's something else you can do with the chili. Yes, it is. I'm making it's kind of like an upside down tamale pie, because instead of the filling being on the bottom, I put it actually on top of the cornbread. So I'm just gonna get this spread out, and then I'm just gonna get this put back into the oven, and then I will show you what the end results are. I will probably still just cook this at the 375 that the cornbread cooked on. And you kind of don't want to overfill it, but you still kind of want it to have enough of the chili on the top. So I'm gonna get this pot back in the oven, and I will see you guys in a minute. Okay guys, we just took this out the oven. This is the piggyback recipe, so this is the final finished product. This came out so good. So we started out with the cornbread and the cream corn. I had let that bake for about 20 minutes, and then I added the chili to it. That was the chili that I had made the other day. So like I said, this is a piggyback when you don't know what else you want to do with the food. If you have some chili and you guys are sick of it, this is the recipe that you want to go to. This is like the upside down tamale pie. So I had baked the cornbread, and then I had added the chili to it. That's why I said it's an upside down tamale pie, because the chili went on the top, and then I added the cheese. I don't want to make a mess. But look at that. That just came out so good. You can still see the steam coming off of it because like I said, literally, we did just take this out of the oven. Now, usually what you want to do is you want to, you know, you can add you a little bit of sour cream to the top of that. And then I had chopped up some green onion. Yes, I'm going to use my hands with this for right now. And that just came out just absolutely perfect. This will be perfect for a Friday night. Once you know you make that chili on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you're done with it, make this on Friday. This will be a nice little treat. And if you just want to get extra cute with it, have you some tortilla chips on the side. You can kind of dip the tortilla chips in the chili. Just make it do what it do. Just don't be wasteful. Don't waste your food and just figure out something else to do with it. This came out absolutely perfect. They will enjoy this. So until next time, bye.
We're using some butter.
Butter.
Nice. What are we making in this bowl?
Half a cup. It's a mixture that we're gonna add with those peaches. I love milk, so we're gonna pour half a cup of milk.
Okay, that's cool.
Some sugar.
Got the sugar in there.
And then, this is an easy recipe, and it's so yummy.
Nice. Look at that.
Okay, and then you just do it.
Doesn't have to be super mixed, right? Because it's just gonna cook all together.
No, they're all gonna cook all together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Looks good.
And then the secret ingredients. We're putting the biscuit on top of it. So.
What are we making? What is this pot?
This is the peach yummy pie. Ooh.
There you go. Good job, Mom.
How awesome is that? Okay, we're just gonna put it on top to cover it up. We're gonna cook it. See.
Just place it on top.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
And we're gonna sprinkle some sugar there as well to have some yummies.
Nice. Looks good.
Okay, I'm gonna
Pretty
sprinkle.
simple.
Very simple
That's
recipe.
pretty cool.
Oh
Nice
yeah.
little shape.
And then we're gonna put another, maybe like 1/4 of a cup of sugar on top.
That caramelizes on top of the biscuits.
Oh yeah.
Looks pretty cool. Great.
There you go.
So what are we doing with this?
I'm putting this in the oven, 350 for like 45 minutes.
Great.
Covered.
Covered. Awesome.
Yeah.
I love this little pot.
Yum! And let's go. Look at all this yummy.
Looks so cool. Look at that crust. Perfect.
Cooked perfectly. Let me serve you some, okay?
Yeah, get deep in there. Nice. Ooh. Good. Look at that. My goodness, looks so good.
Some yummy goodness. Okay, let me get some more peaches. And son, I want you to put some whipped cream.
Nice. We're gonna throw some whipped cream on top.
You do it, and I'm gonna cut some strawberries.
Yeah, we gotta put some fresh fruit on there, right?
Yeah.
So cover that all up. Maybe let me. There we go.
I cut it so nice for you.
Perfect.
Whoops.
Yep.
There you go.
There you go. Looks great still. I know it smells good.
So try it. I made that specially for you.
Look at that. Crispy, sugary bite. Oh, it's all doused in the peaches. I'm gonna take a quick bite. Oh my God, so good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome, baby. Now
Look at
it's
that.
time for me to try some. Look at those yummy goodness.
Alright, you guys, I just opened up 2 Bud Light cans and I had used about half of them for each in each can. Next up I have a whole stick of butter. I have this really cool gadget. We're going to go ahead and slice my butter. Perfect. Now I've learned the trick is to get it back up. Just put it down and squish it down. Just like that. Alright, so I'm going to move this. I'm going to add my sticks of butter. My butter is super soft, so it's going to be a little bit harder to kind of maneuver. I'm using about 2 slices each. My hands are washed, and I also washed the potatoes with baking soda and white vinegar. I have some extra butter, so why not add it to each one. Alright. Again, if your butter is a little bit harder, that is perfectly fine. I'll go ahead and get a napkin, wipe my buttery fingers. Next up, I have some Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning. It's also super important to just let your potatoes soak in the baking soda and white vinegar. And then I went ahead and also scrubbed the potatoes to take as much dirt. This is my favorite part, which is adding the seasoning, because you can't, potatoes are kind of like chicken. By itself, it is very plain, not good. And if you eat it like that, that's just so sad, y'all, to be honest, because it's really supposed to be enjoyed. Alright, next up with lots of flavor. It's supposed to be enjoyed with lots of flavor. Trust me, I'm going to add a lot of yummy, yummy ingredients. Next up, I have some all-natural Himalayan pink salt. We don't use the basic salt, we're a little bit more bougier. Alright, so we're going to do the pink salt. I'm not saying that the white salt isn't bad, but if it ruffles your feathers, I'm sorry. It just has a better taste, and that's what we will do and say. So put a nice amount of salt on each potato. Just like when you go to McDonald's, you love the McDonald's fries because they are salted up and also have sugar. So that's why McDonald's fries taste so delicious. Alright, I have the oven set at 400 and we are going to put it in for an hour. And then the good thing is before I also put the Bud Light on the potatoes to marinate, I made star shapes with my knife and really digged in deep, so when I marinated the potatoes with the Bud Light actually fell in between the star potatoes. Go back to the video to see the outline of how I did the stars. But we're going to put this in the oven for an hour at 400. And you guys, this is going to be so good. And this is not even the best part yet, so stick with me. Alright you guys, it is done and it smells like Bud Light and ranch, and 2 of my favorite things, to be honest. Alright, let's get open. Start it with some medium cheddar cheese. We're just going to put a nice amount of cheese up on it. It'd be best if I do it with my hand. Add some cheese to these baked potatoes. Just like that, y'all. Want to make sure that this is cheesy. It's the most important part of a baked potato. All right. Next up, I have some green onion that I pre-washed. Now, you could do this on top if you want, or on bottom. To be honest, it's optional. I know I've seen other cooks do them on top after it's already melted, but again, totally optional. All right, and then the most important part is the bacon. You cannot have a baked potato without having bacon. And if you do, if you are consuming a baked potato without bacon, what the heck? What the heck, man? I ain't even going front. That's a little weird. Go ahead and put it right there. It's gonna melt right real good on that cheese. Top of that grilled onion. Alright, you guys. We're gonna put this back in the oven. We're gonna still 400 degrees for about 10 minutes. It's gonna really, no, not even 10 minutes, 5 minutes in, it's gonna melt. It's gonna be perfect. Alright, you guys. Literally 7 minutes of fame lasted forever because that cheese looked good. It looked good. Muy bueno. Alright, you guys, let's prepare this on a nice plate. Let's go for it. Which one should I get? Which one looks the best? Which one is that? Ooh. Ave Maria. This just looks so good, you guys. Literally, the marinade of that Bud Light is going to take this to a wonderful place. Alright, I have that there. Going to add some toppings. I got some Hampshire sour cream, all natural. I believe this is whipped and curdled from Hampshire's, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Add a little bit of sour cream. I don't know why it's not coming off. Just like that. And then let's just add some more green onion. Your dinner is served, madam. Let's go for it. Honestly, this marinade is gonna be so good. It's super soft. Cheese is melted. Bacon is crispy.
All right, we've got some corn. Make sure we drain the corn before we put these into the pan. Very good, sweet corn. You can always use frozen corn. That works really nicely as well. Here we're gonna add in the Rotel. It's got nice chilies and tomatoes in there. Gonna add a nice little punch to this dish here. We're gonna add that in right nicely, spread it out nice and evenly, well, as evenly as possibly as you can. Next, what we're gonna add here is some jalapeno peppers. Now, for me, I would dice them up a little bit just so that you can won't have these chunks of jalapenos hiding out in there for you. I've added them in there as you like. Add that juice in there. It's gonna give it a nice little kick. You got a nice little kick. For those of us that like a nice little kick. Now after that, I'm gonna go ahead and add some reduced fat milk. Again, your preference. If you like to add whole milk or heavy whipping cream, just again, up to you and what you wanna end up with in the long run. We're gonna add roughly about a cup. There. At this point, we're gonna get some nice seasoning. We're gonna do some fresh grind black pepper. Get it all nice and around there. Nice and fun. Next, garlic powder. Can kick it up a notch. Give it some well-rounded depth of flavor. Add about a tablespoon in there. That should be nice and fun for you. Next on to we're gonna do Mediterranean sea salt, but sea salt or regular kosher salt will do just as well. And give it a nice little teaspoon in there. I'm gonna set that aside. Now at this point, we're going to give it a nice little stir. And I
Forgot the spatula, huh?
we
forgot the.
We were freestyling in here, but
Still looks good.
it's all good. We have this term called mise en place, and it's when you have everything in its place and ready for yourself. So I do not have my mise en place ready, but that's okay. We'll wing it.
Is that a cooking term?
It's a French cooking term.
Okay.
Fancy. We're gonna go ahead and add some medium cheddar. You can go sharp cheddar, Colby Jack. And give it a nice little spread right over the top here. Now we're gonna go with some mozzarella cheese. It's gonna be nice and cheesy and fun. I'm not cheesy, but this is gonna be cheesy. I hope I'm not cheesy. No one's ever said that before. Get nice and spread around there. At this point, we're gonna come and do some Philadelphia cream cheese. This is gonna give it this nice silky sexiness.
Hard opening on camera, huh? Doing great.
And you can always get the tube kind because, you know, you can just scoop that out.
Yeah.
Kind of just work with what you have in your refrigerator. This is a great dish.
Oh,
Philadelphia cream cheese is giving me a hard time.
there you go. Perfect.
All right, with that same fun spatula we used earlier, we're gonna go ahead and cut these into nice, beautiful squares. We don't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. Make sure you get this at room temperature. It cuts a lot nicer. It'll definitely help with making this dish nice and creamy. All right, down the center here. Very nice and lovely. Last but not least, we're gonna get some nice green onions in there. All nice and spread around so we get that nice flavor in there.
Great.
Now we're all set for the oven. We're gonna put this in the oven for about 10-15 minutes at about 375, and then it's gonna come out looking all nice and sexy. Finished product here is a corn casserole. Finishing it up, we're gonna stir it up, make it all nice and jazzy. I would eat this with some tortilla chips, some like French baguette, nice and crispy, and it's a great afternoon dish for hanging out with the girls.
You guys, I have some Texas toast. Next up, I'm gonna put some Ragu pizza. Hear this. Oh my God, I love that noise. So humbling. All right, we're gonna do at least 2 good scoops. Uh-oh, looks like we're gonna do 3. All right, we're just going to mix that around. You know what I'm making today, Ryan?
Looks good though already.
It's gonna taste good too. It's gonna look good, taste good. Cause I'm forever that boss, okay? Make sure you mix this around. Mix it around town. All right. Next up, I'm gonna put that in right there. Next up, I'm gonna bring my white pizza sauce made with avocado oil. Oh, I love that noise. I'm just gonna mix it. Put in that work of mixing. I love this dressing because it is creamy. It's an alternative because not everyone likes marinara, which is totally fine. Which is a-okay. All right. Put that right there. Perfect. I'm gonna move this to the side. Next up, I have pesto sauce. Do you like pesto sauce?
I like pesto. Strong.
Oh, made with basil. Yes, it is. All right. I'll put a little bit of here. I absolutely love pesto sauce. I'm only going to do 2 scoops because I'll tell you why. All right.
That's a lot of pesto.
You ain't never had this before, Ryan?
I don't know what you're doing. It looks cool though.
This is
Fancy.
Bomb.com. Yeah. Of course it's fancy. You don't know me. All right, so this one we're going to do pesto. And the white sauce. And we're going to just mix this on this one. Like that. This one we're going to do the white sauce. Alright, with the marinara. Mix this up nice and slow. Alright, now that I have all the sauces over, I'm gonna add the Italian style 6 blend cheese. Yes, we're gonna use this for lots of videos. Just gonna do a good handful amount for each one. My grandma used to make this for me on the side of San Diego Pier. Ooh. She had a beach house and she would just cook away, and this would be our favorite summer snacks. Then when we were fancy, we would go to Puerto Rico every summer. And that wasn't until we were maybe a little bit grown. She would take us and she would make these for us. But when we were younger, we just liked marinara. As our taste buds got a little bit better, a little bit more wiser, that's when we started adding pesto, making Alfredo as well. All right, next up I have some fully cooked pork sausage crumbles. Just gonna take a couple, just put them right here. Gotta get all these right. All right, then I got some mini pepperoni. shake a little. Where do I want these ones to be on? It's gonna be good, Ryan.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's already pouring off to the side. All right. Next up on this one, I have some real bacon bits. If I can open it up because I can't put it on my glove. I'm just gonna put a little bit right here on top. Just like that. And these back ones, just gonna get a few of everything. It's a little combination. Pepperoni. I'm gonna add some bacon. All right, then on a few of them, I'm gonna add some black olives. You like black olives, Red?
Mm-hmm. Looks good on. It's like a little pizza.
Mm-hmm. You know that's right. I gotta do a half olives, half not olives, because some people don't like onions, and some people don't like black olives. Bougie, you only like green. Cha. You're gonna eat what I make. But mine, I'm gonna definitely do black olives. All right. So now that this is all done, we're just going to add a little bit of black pepper, just for some seasoning. We're gonna add a little bit of Italian seasoning as well. And we're gonna add some garlic powder. Can't have pizza without garlic powder. Alright, so now we're gonna put this in the oven at 375 for about 10 to 15 minutes. Oh my gosh. Look at these individual pizza. Now, I'm so sorry. I breathed something in it. Okay, anyways, if you didn't know already, I'm making the pizzas that they would serve you in high school, middle school cafeteria lunch. All right, I have my plate. I'm gonna go for this one. Ooh, that cheese. Oh, you guys, you see this? Ooh, this looks so good. I'm gonna add some Olive Garden Parmesan Ranch. That thing flew in the back of my throat. All right, we're just gonna put a little bit of cheese right here on the corner and get one good bite. All right, you guys, I'm excited. Woo! A round of applause for me, you guys. Seriously, that was good. Make this for your grandbabies. Make this at the church. Make it for the daycare. I know you watching, Susan. Ooh. We're gonna make sure we get all of that out. We're gonna wanna just dump all of it out. Just dump it. All right, I'm not wasting no seasoning. Make sure you get all that. You see that good, Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Cajun sauce.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to bring back my long weenies. I'm going to cut them up into little smaller pieces. Now we're going to go about 1 inch. This is the only 1 inch weenie that I will take place in my life. The season is starting to get to me. You see this? I'm going to cut this all good right here. I'm going to break all of these pieces. Ooh, that's about 6 inches. I'm going to cut that into 1 piece. All right, slice that up. I'm moving pretty quick, so I'm surprised I haven't cut myself. But I don't want to jinx it. Someone knock wood. Okay. All right, so I got my weenies there. Now we are going to add my zucchini and what's this, squash. We're gonna, whoa. I was rolling away like Hot Wheels. All right, so we got the Hot Wheels. I mean, if you want to break them up, you can break them up into little pieces. You could cut them. I'm just running on time, so we might as well, right? The other ones are a little bit smaller, so just break those bad boys up. They're all going to taste the same. All right, so here I go. I got some potatoes. Let me move all this. I've got some potatoes. Just gonna cut and go. Cut and go. We're gonna make some good, kind of like jumbo, right? Got the weenies, got the potatoes. All right, I mean the sausages. I'm gonna mix this up. Now, I was gonna put this on a stick, but things change. We're just gonna do a 1 pan. Really spent around $30 on all of these ingredients. If you thaw out the corn, like I did not, you could put it on a stick. Use all the potatoes right here. Just go ahead and just slice everything up. I'm almost here. 1, 2, 3. It's like how many licks does it get to the center of the lollipop? All right, so here I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more seasoning. I got some whole Italian season. We're just gonna throw this. Oop. Okay. Clearly this video is going so south, but here we are figuring out some black pepper, some pink Himalayan salt for the potatoes. Make sure we get all the seasoning. All right, and then the last thing I'm gonna add is the corn, but I'm gonna mix all of this. All that. Doesn't this look good, Ryan? Mm-hmm. You like all these ingredients?
I do actually, yeah.
All right.
It's pretty healthy, and it's like seasoned well.
Mm-hmm. You already know me. I'll be seasoning. I'll be seasoning up in the church. Take me down to the river so I can pull my codfish out of the Mississippi luncheon. Yeah. All right, we go just shake all of this. A good shake. So we got shrimp, we got squash, we got zucchini, we got yellow bell peppers. We got a little bit of everything. All right, next I'm gonna bring up my little corns. We're gonna just squeeze them in right there. They're gonna get all juicy. Good amount of corn, maybe like 6 pieces of little, what are these called? Corn kebabs. What are these called?
Corn on the cob?
Yeah, corn on the cob. I don't eat this stuff like that. So it's new for me. I'm trying it for you guys. Someone in the comments said, try a little soul food. Well, I was like, what type of soul food? So, all right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want a corn?
Yeah, I'll take
You want
it.
a corn?
Yeah.
All right, let me put in 2 extra corns. All right, right here.
Perfect.
We'll put all this corn right here so you guys can get some corn up in here. All right, next up, I'm gonna bring back my butter. I'm going to add some more of the Old Bay seasoning. I'm gonna do that right there. I'm gonna come back with my Cajun sauce. It's a little messy. I wasn't intending that, but here we are. I got my garlic powder. Woo! All right, we're gonna go back and we're just gonna shake, mix all of this. Got the butter. I got a whole cup of butter. All right, and then we're just gonna go just lightly. Oh my God. Can't believe I wasted that good juice. We're gonna just squish it all. Marinate. All right, y'all. The oven is cooked. I preheated. I mean, at 375. We're gonna put this bad boy up in here for about 30 to 40 minutes. All right, you guys. Can you guys see the steam off of that? That looks so good. To be honest, you could eat this over rice, you could eat this over noodles, but today I'm gonna just have a fork because I did make it just for myself. Let me get some shrimp. Found a little piece of shrimp. Let me get some of that weenie. Let me get some zucchini. Come on. No, this is, yeah. Let me get some squash.
Okay, they're blowing it a little bit. Looks a little hot still.
Looks really hot, actually.
Looks like a little kebab.
I know. Now I could put it on kebabs. Before, I couldn't do it.
Good?
Wow. The juices squirt in your mouth. It went all the way back in my throat. It is so good. Let me try a little bit of this corn. Hot and juicy. Wow. I gotta make some rice for this. Make it for your grandbabies. Make it for your potluck. Make it for yourself. Self-love is the best love.